Donald No Duck, man. We back with another video for today, man. Today, the video, we're going to be talking about my AIT experience. So, those who don't know what AIT means, it's Advanced Individual Training. So, you go through basic training first. Once you do basic training, then you switch over to AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training, for your MOS. MOS is the job selection that you choose before you get through your maps and all that stuff. When you do your ASVAB, then after you finish taking your ASVAB, then you pick your job title. So for me, my MOS is a 12 mic. 12 mic, let's get it. All right, so 12 mic, those who don't know, 12 mic is a firefighter. I'm a firefighter for the military, Army branch, you know. I really enjoy my MOS. It's a lot of people who don't like the MOS, but that's why I say when you go to it, make sure you do good on your ASVAB because you get a wide variety of selections of jobs that you can do. But yeah, my AIT experience was pretty cool. It wasn't bad. It actually was fun. So let me tell y'all how it all started. All right, so boom, I finished basic training. Kind of sucked because I was a holdover for like 3 weeks because I didn't take my physical at basic. So I was a holdover for probably like 2 or 3 weeks. Once I finished doing that, got my physical done, I got my ticket. All right, boom, got my ticket, got on the bus, shot to St. Louis International from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Boom, got to San Angelo, Texas, in Goodfellow. That's where I was. My AIT was in Goodfellow AirForce base, and it was cool though. Hey, I ate good. Hey, look, let me tell you, at the airport, I had a meal voucher too. Military paid for my ticket to get the AIT and my meal. Boy, I was eating good. So I got the AIT. I had my bag stuff right there. And boom, met the one of my sergeants. Got my room. I wish I could have recorded the room for you guys. Excuse me, when I was at AIT, but it was really busy, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was really busy. It's a lot different than basic because you kind of have more leeway to what you can and you can't do. For me, my AIT, we was allowed to have our phones. So we had our phones every day besides the time we was in class. So we'd wake up at like 0, it was like 0:04 something like that, and have like formation at 5:30 and be at the school house at 06, so we can start doing our firefighter things. But it wasn't bad though. My AIT was supposed to be 3 months long, but I think it kind of pushed to 4 months. AIT it depends on what AIT you have. You go through basic for like 8-9 weeks, and then after that, you go through AIT. But the thing about AIT is, like for me, instance, it can go longer because there's certain things that you need to get done. Like for me, it was no classrooms available, so I had to wait for a class to open up for me to actually go to class. So I got the AIT in like, what? September, was it the 9th? I think it was 9/11. Was it the 10th? I think it might have been the 10th. September 10th, and then the next day was 9/11. Because they had like a 9/11 firefighter challenge. But I got there, and I was sitting, waiting for a class for like a good week and a half. And I started class. Now, when you get to AIT, depending on where you go at, like I said, you have freedom. Like for me, I was able to have my phone once I got the AIT. Some AITs, you can't have your phone until you hit like gold phase or something like that. But for me, I was able to have my phone. I had a shared room with one person. We had one bedroom. I said one bedroom. Of course, we had one bedroom. We had two. We had a bunk bed. Then we had our own little lockers for our clothes. We had a bathroom, a mini fridge, a TV. That was on the wall. It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Especially coming from basic training when you been there with like in the bay with like 58 people. So going to AIT sharing a room with one person wasn't really bad. For the most part, it kind of gave me like college vibes in a sense because, I mean, granted, you in the military, but you still get your weekends off. If you're not doing anything like FTX or ACFT or anything like that, or you volunteer anything like that, but you still have your weekends off, so you can go and do what you want. Not do what you want. Let me say, take that back. Not do what you want, but you go to the gym, go bowling, go to the movies, go to the grocery store, cook up something like, and then you have more food options as well because you have Burger King, Pizza Hut, those things that you can eat now that you're in AIT. For me, I think that AIT became hard because of school, trying to balance school and army life, because we had school. Some days we have like tests. Out of 2 weeks, we had like 3 to 4 tests. So you have to study for those tests. Then on top of that, having to study for those tests, you still have to be physical fit because you have to do firefighter challenges like dummy removal, hoisting ladders. It's a lot, man. I'm not gonna really go in depth with that because I want you guys to experience that yourself. And balancing that with studying and then having like an FTX, so you have to take your book with you so you can read while you're doing the FTX. If you guys waiting, anything like that. If you don't really be on your A game, you will fail. And my MOS, if you fail, I think it's 3 times. If you fail 3 times, you got reclass to another MOS. Or if you didn't pass National Registry, which is EMR, Emergency Medical Responder. If you didn't pass Emergency Medical Responder, you got reclass as well. So for me, it was kind of like stressful because it was more to the sense like, I have to do this. I have to get this done. I have to do this. I have to do this. It was like study. Then it was like Army. Then it was study, Army. So it got to the point where it became a system. So you became a system and you started to figure out, okay, well, I know that I have a test coming up. So I know that Saturday we have ACFT. So Sunday I'm gonna make sure that I don't go out bowling. I don't go out to the common room. I don't go out to any place. I'm just staying in my room and I'm studying for my test that's coming up either Monday or Tuesday. So you gotta learn how to balance those out when you first start your AIT. If you're a 12 month, you have to balance it out. Everybody learns different. Everybody does different, but it's hard when you get there. But if you keep working out and working at it, studying, you'll be good. You'll be fit to go. So again, like I said, my AIT was like 4 months. I graduated. I started in September, graduated in January. A lot of the holidays kind of messed us up with, like pushing our dates back and stuff like that. Also, so for me, I went September and I graduated in January, right? So December was a holiday block leave. So holiday block leave is pretty much something that your sergeant encouraged people to take that's in AIT to go home, visit your family for a while. Man, I enjoyed seeing my family, but them tickets was expensive. I'm talking about, I think I spent about like round trip, I spent about like, I want to say close to $1,000. Yeah, close to $1,000. It was crazy. But at the same time, I enjoyed seeing my family for a little bit and know I'm coming home to them soon. So it was really, 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 really good seeing them. But yeah, I told you guys where I went at, Goodfellow from Fort Leonard Wood. What my MOS was, which is pretty much my job title is 12 Mike. I told you guys about the length of AIT. It's supposed to be 3 months for 12 mics, but it might be longer depending on if you passing your stuff back to back. Mine was 4 months. Told you guys what to expect in AIT. It's pretty much a little bit more freedom. Depending on your MOS, you can have your phone, you can have laptops, you can have a gaming console. You can have so much stuff, man. Once you hit certain phases, you could go off base. Once you hit a certain phase in AIT experience, I'm really glad that, I have a platform to share with the world about, my MOS and me being in the Army as a firefighter. And it's really, really good, man. I could give back to the youth and the people that's coming after me, because when I was a 12 mic, I looked on videos and I didn't see anything. I couldn't find anything. So now is my time to give back to the people that's coming after me. So if you're a 12 mic and you don't have any questions, you can comment in the comment section down below. You can follow me on Instagram, hit me up. You can like, subscribe, everything, man, because I would help you. I really would help you, because I didn't have help and I had a bunch of questions to ask. Like, where's my duty station going to be? What I'm going to do? How I'm going to do this? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Because everybody want to pass. Everybody want to, graduate AIT and know what's next. I think that's the thing about a lot of people in the world. You always want to know what's next. And if you don't know what's next, you kind of get hesitant. You kind of get scared about the situation. But it's cool. It's nothing too big. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you got any questions, comment section down below. Type it up. I see it. I get back to you. We can chat it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's my AIT experience. Let me know what's yours, or wherever AIT or MOS you had, down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, comment. Yes, sir. Your boy out.